Everybody, it is that time again. Now, look, I know it's a cliche to just sort of go ahead and say it's that time, as if this time is your time. But look, this time is your time. It's your time down here. In our world, you're in our hands now. This is your 2 hours a week where you get a full body massage from them We Are Scientists. For all I know, you might be getting full body massages the whole rest of this week. Not from We Are Scientists. We got the magic hands. Look at this hand. You want to get a massage from this hand? This isn't even my drink holding hand. This is the strong hand. I know I'm left-handed. This is the strong hand on account it's always holding several pounds of beverage. My wrist, my forearm is incredible. Let's get Chris in. He'll be here any second now. Technology permitting. Hey, how's it going?
Oh boy, it's great. I'm just making some last minute preps here.
Prep up, man. Look, don't let me rush you.
I won't.
Chris, there's no time frame for this thing.
That's true.
We don't even have to start right now. We just sit idly for a while.
I don't mind if I do. Oh,
What, Chris? Not maybe not drink. I mean, drink. Look, drinking
who's
in bed
there?
is cool. It is cool. That's actually
Yeah.
probably what these people are paying for. That's right, everybody. We've figured out a way to secretly monetize your viewership.
They don't
And
need to know about that.
I don't mean by advertising. Yeah, we'll leave it quiet, but
Tell you what, I'm so unprepared. I don't have any stocked beer.
oh my god. Check out my margarita level. I started at about third mast, man. I'm screwed.
Oh boy, you got problems I don't even want to contemplate.
I've got volume problems, Chris, and not our usual on stage. Actually, on stage, my volume problems are usually the quantity of alcohol I have available as well. So,
Yeah, you do have that problem.
sounds like the usual, brother.
Back to your old ways.
My dirty deeds. Chris, these are fucking desperate times right here.
Oh, yeah. What are you going to do about that?
Like, am I actually going to be sipping this margarita? Am I going to ration margarita when my normal inclination is to hoard, to guzzle? I ration it within my body. I let my body then figure out how it should time release margarita.
You let the planet Earth ration its reserves, and you just open the tap. Whoa!
What happened? What'd you find? Snakes?
There's a bag of snakes back here.
So they came.
Yeah. I thought
Amazon does still ship, necessary items, Chris. So
truly essential things they will
sent you
ship.
that
Yeah.
bag of snakes over there.
I'm not sure I need that, actually.
Well, you'll see, Chris. You'll see. Give it time, brother.
I'll see how they see how they fit into my lifestyle.
Well, you'll be there a while, Chris. Either they'll fit into your style, or you'll fit into their lifestyle.
That's what they say about snakes.
I mean,
That's the popular.
you've read all the textbooks.
That's the received wisdom on snakes. What's been going on? What did I miss before I logged in?
Somebody just commented that Amazon is a velociraptor. And what's funny about that is that I have, let me see if I can
What does that mean? I don't know.
show.
I don't.
You can't really, so you see there's that gate in front of my building because I'm a very private person.
Yeah, yeah.
I
A
need
gated community.
a person my level of celebrity needs a gated community. Yeah.
Hmm.
And the Amazon delivery people, unlike velociraptors, can never figure out how to use the handle of that gate. So
Oh.
Amazon, unless they're considering being a sponsor of ours, are worse than a velociraptor. Velociraptors are always getting into kitchens. In one of one experiments, velociraptors can get into a kitchen.
Yeah,
Studies have shown.
basically an experiment was performed where velociraptors were prevented from getting into a kitchen that they wanted to get into. And
For their own reasons, that's beyond the scope of
yeah,
this.
exactly. But the only prevention measure that was taken was that a standard door for human use was closed, not locked, just closed. And that did not prevent the velociraptor in this, yeah, as you mentioned, standalone study.
Yeah. Well, in like with exactly the same specificity and decisiveness of results, Amazon delivery people can't figure out how to use a doorknob.
Maybe they think that crossing that gate would be trespassing.
I mean, I do often lean out with
I know,
a rifle,
I know. And you
and
often,
I say, come on, cross the threshold, do it.
yeah,
And that's a rifle, I'm chucking it like a shotgun.
yeah, racking it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're trying to figure out what my weaponry is. They've
I,
got a lot in their minds. So, to be honest, they're more distracted than a velociraptor has been in the experiments I've participated in. I guess is that?
yeah, you were part of the focus group.
Yeah, I watched that experiment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think whoever said that in the comments has a lot of explaining to do,
Yeah,
and probably a lot of repentance coming.
they'll grovel. How much time do you have left? Like 50 minutes.
50.
In 45 minutes, they'll be groveling.
They'll come groveling. They'll come groveling, whether by the comment section or by your front gate.
See if they can get through that threshold, Chris.
Good luck to them. Yeah, so I got an Amazon package 2 days ago, and it had an unexpected content.
Just stop the story there.
Yeah, J.J. Abrams would tell me not to continue the story.
Chris, I gotta ask, what was in this mystery box?
Yeah, well, it wasn't exciting. It was some boot glue. Basically, I cracked my my coffee carafe and ordered a replacement. You understand what
Chris,
a coffee carafe
yeah,
is? Yeah.
I mean, I'm just realizing there's lots of backstory here. In a J.J. Abrams concern, there'd suddenly be a flashback.
Mm-hmm. Well, we don't have the budget for that. Plus, I wasn't filming a lot of this early stuff.
Chris, dollars to donuts, it'd be some sort of daddy issue you had that cracked this carafe.
That's true. That's true. It would have to go back to my childhood.
We'd find out all sorts of fucked up shit about Dr. Steve Kane.
I never really occurred to me that J.J. Abrams is really a slave to his infatuation with Spielberg in that respect, right?
Yeah.
Like he definitely, whereas Spielberg is just, basically just realized, I guess, that for him as a storyteller, that was a very powerful thing to explore, daddy issues. And, one can infer whatever one needs to about that. But Steven Spielberg doesn't always have daddy issues involved. But J.J. Abrams takes it as an ironclad law handed down to him by Spielberg that the protagonist must have daddy issues.
It is my theory that J.J. Abrams incorporates so many Spielbergian lens flares so that viewers are like, something in this product stinks of Spielberg.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the lens flares.
It's got to be, it's just the lens flares. Otherwise, this is wholly original. Yeah.
That must be what it is.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, so Dr. Steve Kane really messed you up and broke your carafe.
Yeah, obviously, made me such a nervous adult that I dropped my carafe and cracked it. This was probably 6 weeks ago. Not the poor parenting, but the breaking of the carafe.
Right.
I break my carafe. I hop on Amazon to order a replacement. It's right around the time, maybe it was a month ago. It was right around the time we went into quarantine and Amazon started limiting its shipments to essential goods. So suddenly my carafe ain't coming till, I think it estimated April 15th.
Your carafe might as well be a giraffe for how quickly Amazon will deliver it. And that's actually just from the Amazon, sorry, there's a cat lunging at my door.
Boy.
And I got no time for this. Anyway, if you read the Amazon delivery style book, they use a lot of carafe giraffe punnery. Go ahead, Chris, please.
So I finally get my carafe yesterday. And it came with a little bonus, but a pretty silly one. It was some boot glue.
Because they reckon you're gonna break that carafe again?
Yeah.
And boot glue can
yeah, I mean that seems like there's a sort of slant rhyme coherence to it, but I don't think it was intentional. I mean, has that ever happened to you? You get an Amazon box and it's got an extra item in it or something? That's happened to me a couple times.
Chris, I'm telling you, the guys can't get past that gate.
So you don't know.
Chris, who knows what's in my boxes?
Yeah, you don't know. Your boxes might be cornucopiae of additional items.
They're cornucopial, yes.
You'd never know. It's happened to me a couple times. I got the boot glue yesterday. A year and a half or so ago, I got one of those kind of generic, not Amazon basics, but like there are these companies that are just Amazon based, and you can kind of tell from the packaging. I got a little wire in there. I couldn't figure out what this wire was for. Not obviously, I mean, it wasn't for me, so that wasn't a surprise, but I'm pretty tech savvy, and I was like, I don't know what either end of this could possibly go into. And it was in a piece of generic kind of envelope packaging, and so there was no way to know. I even contacted Amazon mainly out of curiosity, not that I thought they'd have me return it, but I was like, hey, you sent me this thing by accident, and they were like, oh, it's not on the manifest or whatever. And I was like, should I send it back? Can you tell me what it is?
Oh, they turned it around.
Yeah.
Chris, tell me this. How many, technological orifices did you try to cram it into?
Hundreds. I mean,
no dice?
Once I finish, I mean, most of the basic ones I can recognize on site. So I tried all manner of orifices that were not in my, day-to-day sort of workflow. And I checked the back of my TV for some of those weird little connections that maybe you don't use, like the optical input on a TV or an audio device, this weird. I checked everything, and then I went over to a couple of my neighbors' apartments and just went over their electronics and tried to
started cramming.
Yeah, I couldn't find anything for either end of this thing. Also, it had a male and a female end, but they didn't go into each other.
Oh my God.
So it was some kind of like adapter.
That's messed up. Chris, should we do a song?
Oh yeah, yeah.
That just reminds me. You understand?
Wait, which song? Which song do you want to do?
Oh, let's do We Need a Word.
Great. I think I know what. I think I know what to.
If you don't, you better learn.
That's right. That's right. By God. Okay. Kick it. When you're ready, I mean.
Lying awake last night, trying to make out lines in a whisper, in a whisper. I know it's late, but I still wish you'd speak your mind. We need a word. We need a word. We want this. We need to have a word. We want this. We need to have a word. We want this. We need to have a word. We want this. We want this. I tried to keep in mind this could be my last try. What if it would? What if it would? Don't go on wasting time, misreading blatant signs. You should be sure. You should be sure. If you want this, you need to have a word. If you want this, you need to have a word. If you want this, you need to have a word. If you want this, you want this. Don't be quiet. You know there's more to tell. So speak for yourself. Whatever. Saw that Dave Cronin's on here. This one's for Dave Cronin.
Wow.
Ran out of fretboard, Chris. They haven't built a guitar yet that can satisfy my need for range.
Yeah, and they've sent you a lot of very long guitars. I mean, you've checked out You have a guitar where you can't even really get your arms. I remember the one you were trying to play on the last tour and you couldn't get your arms on it.
There was one built to my spec for this one particular solo. I had
Yeah.
it went all the way up. I couldn't. There was no dimension I could use to get it into the room, even just like flat in through the door like that. Too long. The butt of it was still just hitting the door jamb, Chris, but it was perfect.
That's right. And we also couldn't get it on a flight.
Get on a flight, Chris. I couldn't get it in the airport.
Yeah. We couldn't get it on the freeway.
So you remember?
Not very well, no. This was a guitar?
Yeah, I mean, technically, yes.
No. No. Was I busy or?
You were distracted. Yes.
So you had a guitar that we couldn't really get on.
Don't worry about it. We'll go over it later.
And we couldn't fit it in an airport? Where was I? Where was I?
You were already at the arrivals lounge, Chris. Of
Up
the
here,
airport
you mean?
we were departing from. You were
Mentally?
taking a shower, screaming, "I got to get that flight off me." We hadn't gotten on the plane. So to say you were distracted, Chris, is a debauched, rewiring of events.
It's certainly a bit of an understatement.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. Thank you.
I'll give you that. I'll meet you in the middle. Well, that was great. That was just great.
That was just what the doctor ordered for you, Chris.
Yeah, I needed a little bit of music in my life,
Man, speaking of doctors,
Yeah.
Dr. Fauci.
Sure. Yeah. Tony Fauci. Yeah. Yeah.
Sort of running the United States' operational theories about how to deal with coronavirus. They're not actually taking a lot of his scientific data into consideration. But Chris, it's really been bugging me. I didn't know what it was, and I finally realized today something was nagging at me.
Sure.
What I realized is, Chris, you realize how close Fauci, the name Fauci, is to Fulci.
Fulci.
I'm talking Lucio Fulci, director, Chris, director. And I've been trying to download this to give some examples, and unfortunately I can't. Lucio Fulci, director of, Chris?
Zombies?
Zombie 2. It's called Zombie 2.
Zombie 2. You want me to see if I can pull it up?
A film about contagion, Chris.
That's right.
About a widespread, deathly contagion. Now, you know me. I'm a detective. I can't believe in coincidences. Chris.
Me neither.
Where does Zombie 2 start? Tell me this. I'm gonna cut you off. New York City.
Okay.
That's right. New York
Correct.
City,
Yeah.
for the United States, is the hub of Fauci's contagion and also Fulci's contagion.
Wait a second.
That can't be right. No, Chris. No.
Yeah.
Tell me this. Is there something funny going on with the official chronology of this contagion? At least per Fulci versus Fauci. So Donald Trump keeps moving the goalposts on when he cut off travel, or when he was saying, there were 15 cases, gonna be 0 tomorrow.
Yeah.
The chronology is all messed
What happened
up.
to that?
Chris, tell me what happened with Fulci's Contagion epic. Chris, it's called Zombie 2. Do you know why? Because it was Italy's putative sequel to Dawn of the Dead. Now,
Okay.
Chris, tell me, wasn't Dawn of the Dead itself a sequel?
Wait a second.
It was a sequel to Night of the Living Dead.
Night of One
That's
Liver
right.
Day.
So, look, if this thing is a sequel to a sequel, how is it Zombie 2? These are some Trump grade chronology errors. Something's very suspicious. There's something someone don't want me to know about. Now,
Okay.
no, please.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, if you have any questions, I can definitely answer them.
Well, my
'Cause
question
this
is,
really clear in my mind right now.
what are we going to do about it?
What are we going to do about it? Chris, the answer is right there in Fulci's response to this.
Okay.
Chris, what is the most famous scene in Lucio Fulci's Zombie 2?
Wait a second. I don't want to say it aloud
No,
when
you got
I
it.
can
You got it.
just
All right.
pull it up. Now, continue.
That's the one. That's the one.
Okay.
Now, in case it's hard to tell, that's a naked Italian lady swimming around. I'm not exactly sure why she's skinny diving, I guess.
Skimpy diving.
And this shark has shown up. Now, I don't know how long we got to wait before the third competitor comes in.
Should I fast forward?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, let's see. Oh, that looks like him.
Now look at this. This lady trying to hide from a shark has encountered a zombie. Now, ultimately, what we're going to have here is a zombie versus shark fight. Oh, Chris, I also wanted to mention.
Yeah.
Where in the Western Hemisphere did this contagion really take hold? Italy? Is it Italy? Lucio Fulci? Is he not Italian? My boy Fulci? Sorry, that was just another. I forgot to mention that earlier. But now, Chris,
I want to just toss in there that it took hold at Fulci's house.
oh, see that I didn't even know. That actually is a pretty important bit of data I wasn't incorporating into my theory, and I suddenly am feeling like I really ought to have considered that aspect before.
The zombie's killing the shark.
He got it.
Yeah.
Likewise, we don't know if that zombie can get that shark's coronavirus from, liquid contact. Now, Chris, tell me this.
Okay.
In Deep Blue Sea, what animal were we, humankind, farming as a cure for, in that case, Alzheimer's?
Sharks.
Sharks, Chris. That zombie knew what's up. We gotta farm the sharks.
What?
Now. And if it's largely naked Italian ladies doing it, so be it. So be it. The news will be a little more interesting for it. Let's put it that way.
There'll be a lot more documentary footage.
Yeah, there'll suddenly be
this
a lot
process.
more cameras in the labs. Let's put it that way.
God damn! It comes full circle.
Okay, yeah, I really sewed that one up pretty neatly.
And I mean, you leave it unsaid, but there's no fucking way that Tony Fauci isn't thinking this exact same thing.
Chris, he might just be, and this is where I was really going, Lucio Fulci.
Sorry,
okay, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
I'm okay. God damn. What a roller coaster.
That's a lot to throw at you.
Whoa. God damn it to hell. That
All right.
That
All right,
changes.
easy, buddy. Easy, buddy.
If
These are daytime hours in the
Keith, if
U.S.
you realize that if even half of that is true, it changes everything.
Yeah, don't worry.
Changes
I'm
everything.
pretty sure half of it is.
Well, God, you know, like the fact that Zombie 2 was a sequel to Day of
Yeah,
the
half
Dead.
of the things I said were
Okay.
true.
All right. Yeah. Great. Great. Well, that's amazing. I mean, it's amazing what this sort of downtime is is allowing us to accomplish a lot of
Yeah,
this, right?
we're so distracted normally that we don't even have time to sit down and really go through the intel, man.
Exactly. Like if this sort of thing was going on and there weren't a quarantine, you wouldn't have picked up on half of that.
No, no way.
Probably 80% of it. You
I
probably wouldn't
maybe
have
would have
even
picked up on
realized
the half that was like,
Zombie
Lucio
2 is a
Fulci directed Zombie
sequel.
2 kind of thing.
Yeah,
That
but
I might have got.
none
I might have
none
gotten
of
that.
yeah, but the antiviral promise of shark farming, especially if done by Italian film stars, I think that would have slid right past you.
Yeah,
Like a
so
shark, you know the saying, like a shark in the dark.
I don't, not familiar with that one.
Yeah. It's like if you're scuba diving and it's pitch black and a shark swims past you,
It slips right by you. Yeah.
you never know. You never
Yeah.
know. You never know. Um,
Wow.
some of my friends have been doing amazing stuff. I mean, some of these cats you know, but um, like some of our friends are just doing incredible shit with their quarantine downtime.
Do tell. I'm using quarantine to cull friendships,
Mm.
so I probably haven't heard anything
Oh, let me bring you up to
from
speed.
any of these turds.
Let me bring you up to speed. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you know most of these people, but
New, Chris, new.
yeah, new. But maybe you haven't kept. So you remember Karen, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. Check out what fucking Karen has done with her quarantine time. Okay. She taught herself to make banana bread.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You remember Karen was like no cook.
No,
She had her cooking skills were like nada, right? Like
she couldn't, Chris. She couldn't make a banana, by which I mean like peel it to prepare it, to be edible.
Keith, that's literally true of our friend Karen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Ate a lot of banana peels, Karen did.
So she taught herself to make banana bread, and then she was so kind of excited by the accomplishment of like making something, right?
Yeah.
Check this out. She built a harmonium.
That was the next thing she did?
She built a fucking harmonium.
Wow. Is it
This is
like
Karen.
functioning? No,
Is
I know.
it
Karen's
functioning? Is it functioning, Keith? She recorded an album on it, and her album is number 4 on Spotify's global charts. Look at that.
She called her harmonium album Plopping Around?
Flopping around. She just started getting into harmonium. She doesn't give a shit. She's not even into harmonium. Right?
Maybe it's because she came at it, in an unorthodox manner. It really excited
she
harmonium listenership. Sorry.
She happened upon. Okay. So have you been keeping up with Lance? Oh man.
No.
Fucking nuts, dude.
Not since college, no.
Dude, Lance is thriving in quarantine, okay? Check this out. He taught his cat, right? He taught his fucking cat to do backflips.
His cat's also named Lance, isn't it?
Yeah, Lil Lance, LL. Yeah, people think it's short for LL Cool J. Short for Lance, Lil Lance.
Lil Lance.
So he taught his fucking cat to do backflips. He can all he has to do is snap his fingers and his cat does a backflip.
Since
fucking
quarantine.
Crazy. This is just in the last 3 weeks. Yeah.
Was his cat particularly well behaved before then?
That's just it. His cat was not an athlete. His cat was basically a couch cat. it liked to just lie there like a lump
I know
on
the
top
story.
of or under a blanket. Okay. Now look.
Yeah,
Now look at this fucking cat.
it's doing backflips on command. I love it.
Backflips on command.
Oh, there's
Lance
more.
also got into the kitchen. Check this out. He learned to make Jolly Ranchers using stuff he found in his cabinet, and the Hershey's Company says they're better than the ones sold in stores.
How is anyone from Hershey's eating his Jolly Ranchers?
He mailed some over there. Wait, this is probably going to help you understand what's so great about his. Check this out. For comparison, just for size comparison,
Yeah, give me scale here.
that's a can of Campbell's soup.
Oh my God. How do you eat those things?
You just fucking hold it in your hand like a can of beer and you just like gnaw on it and lick it.
You go basic instinct with an ice pick on that thing?
Yeah. Incredible.
That's very cool. Darren. I remember Darren.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what's up with Darren, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't talk to Darren.
Darren's been kicking ass in quarantine. Okay.
Great. Good for him.
Okay. He finished Friends, the TV show, right?
Yeah.
He had like 11 episodes to go, but he had never quite finished it. And then he found out that it was online. It's streaming. So I can't remember where it's streaming, but
Now, were they 11 consecutive episodes, or he just like every once in a while had missed one?
I don't know. He told me that's his words, that he needed 11 episodes. I don't know.
Gotcha.
So, yeah. Okay. So he finishes Friends, like this major fucking TV show from the 90s, right? Like big part.
Show, Chris. The show.
Yeah, big part of our childhood. Okay. Signs up for Instagram. You know, Darren was never into like internet stuff at all. Like that's
Nope.
probably why you two are not that close, because he lives in London and we just, we don't see him that much.
And all I do is hang out on Instagram.
Exactly. Okay. He made 380 plus comments on Jennifer Aniston's timeline.
And so this is in like a month.
This is in the last
At most.
3 weeks. This is in the last 3 weeks.
So in which case that is an unusual number.
That's a high number.
Yeah, like
Plus,
Lifetime, we've all done 380 Lifetime. Oh, what else?
plus he did around 100 on Lisa Kudrow's timeline.
These are your notes from his report to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude's been keeping busy.
It's
Dude's
not,
been keeping busy.
It's not, I would say it's not Karen grade work, but okay.
Yeah, but it's pretty fucking impressive.
Sure.
Um,
What's up with Nigel? What's Big Nigel up to?
You remember Nige? So he yelled at his son a couple days ago, as his term, really fiercely, and his son hasn't spoken in like 4 days.
That's a result.
Yeah.
A lot of us these days are feeling quite ineffectual. Nige has really had an impact.
And then he's working on his cacio e pepe.
Okay. How's that coming comparative to his silencing of his son?
I think not as well. Like he said he's making the cacio e pepe like every other night pretty much, and it's still kind of, he still misses restaurants.
Tell me this, what's his son's response to the cacio e pepe been?
Nada.
Yeah. Silence.
No
Utter silence.
No response. Not eating it. Yikes. Not eating it. Last one, you remember Mikasha?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm kind of like imagining it, but you guys had kind of a thing, right?
I don't want to tell tales out of school.
Yeah, totally. No, I get it. But man, yeah, Mikasha is amazing. So she got her fucking yoga teaching certificate.
Very cool.
In quarantine, although she did this is a little bit naughty, and this will totally strike you as straight up Mikasha. She did continue going to her yoga studio to complete her teaching certificate hours, and they were like doing, they were doing classes like with other people. So
It's that kind of headstrong bullishness that caused a rift between Mikasha and I.
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
not saying anything ever happened with Mikasha and I, but if it had that attitude would have caused a rift.
Yeah, she goes her own way, but she's not without humanity. She's been checking in on her next door neighbor, Mr. Kranz. He has gone to the hospital, but she just wanted to make sure that he was, I think it was a combination. It was like 50% she wanted to see if he was okay, and then she wanted to make sure that he wasn't like interested in suing her.
Yeah, well, yeah. So wait, she had been going to yoga studios and then visiting her elderly neighbor.
Exactly.
That is
and now
Mikasha all over.
Now he's at the hospital. So, but good news is she's got that teaching certificate when quarantine is over. And so she's going to be able to kind of really land on both feet, I think, coming out of quarantine.
Thank God.
And best wishes for Mr. Kranz, obviously.
Hey, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed for Mr. Kranz. No guarantees. He's an older gentleman, and he was not in great health.
And it sounds like he probably got a couple of different strains delivered to his house.
Yeah, he signed up for home delivery without realizing it.
Man. Well,
not great. Not great.
I'll play Mr. Kranz out, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Ouch. Y'all ready for this?
Oh, I think so.
Chris, I just want to get you excited.
Yeah.
And maybe this is the wrong form, but I sent old Claudius Mittendorfer a track.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, old mixer Claudius Mittendorfer from the last album.
Yeah.
Just got a text from just now that said it's great.
Oh, right on.
He on board.
Nice.
So here's a song that Claudius Mittendorfer mixed the official version of. And this one's for Claudius. However you get in, that's how you leave again. And once you're in my head, I want to keep you there. Well, that's why I lie awake every night while I wait for your light to change. It seems so distant I can't see the end, although my head is spinning like a ceiling fan while I wait for your light to change. I might think this is it. Somehow we're on the brink. Just when I'm gonna quit, that's when the shit hits. So that's why I wake every night while I wait for your light to change. It seems so distant I can't see the end, although I'm out here spinning like a ceiling fan while I wait for your light to change. However you get in, you're always creeping in. And once you're in my head, I wanna keep you there. That's why I lie awake every night while I wait for your light to change. It seems so distant I can't see the end, although my head is spinning like a ceiling fan while I wait for your light to change.
Whoa.
Now, Chris, that's a music video.
Ooh, look at that. They're still at it.
These guys don't know when to stop.
They go on for another 2.5 days.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a 51-hour video.
Know when to stop, boys. Know when to stop.
Seriously, sons.
Speaking of which,
Mm,
it's been great, buddy.
this has been fun. Let's do it again.
Okay.
Ah. Hey.
See ya
Oh.
later, Chris. Stick around. You celebrate for a while. I'm just going to turn